Alright everybody, welcome back to another video here in the world of Explorer. Today we're going to be playing a fun one. We're going to be playing Gruul Transmogrify. So this is a card we've seen before. So this is a 4-mana sorcery, exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card on the battlefield and then shuffles the rest of their library. And we only have one creature in the whole deck, and that is Titan of Industry, and we have 4 of them. So this is a 7-mana 7/7 Reach Trample, and when it enters the battlefield, you choose 2. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, target player gains 5 life, make a 4/4 Rhino, and put a shield counter on a creature. So generally, you're going to be putting a shield counter on the Titan of Industry and making a 4/4, though the other options can be really useful. How do we get them? Well, we have Courier's Briefcase, which makes a 1/1. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We have Careful Cultivation, which channels to make a 1/1 that taps for 1. We also have Essica's Chariot. And we also have another form of Transmogrify in the form of Lukka, Coppercoat Outcast. So this is a 5-mana Planeswalker that you -2 and exile target creature you control, and do the same thing as you do with Transmogrify, basically. We also have 1 Burn Down the House, 1 Chandra, and some removal in the deck. We also, in the sideboard, have 1 Shaper Sanctuary, which is great against targeted removal decks. We have 3 Fries for the mono blue, as well as the control decks that include blue. We have another Abrade for those pesky artifacts. We have 2 Anger the Gods for the go-wides. We have another Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and Chandra, Awakened Inferno. This is great against the control decks, because you plus it a couple times, and suddenly it's very difficult for your opponent to win if they're playing a slow game. 2 Tamios, Safekeeping to keep our dudes safe from targeted removal, and 2 Unlicensed Hearths against all those awesome graveyard decks, as well as Tombflame Blessed Bolt. Alright, I am super excited to play this deck, but before we do, if you could do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. I know you hear it all the time, but I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get as many people subbed and as interested in the content as possible. And the more subs we have, the more people who get to see our content. So that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and let's Pioneer Explorer together. Alright, let's do some transmogrifying, but we're not going to do it with this hand. Yeah, this hand's great, though. I'm going to keep it... Ooh, this is sad. I think I'd rather get rid of Careful Cultivation. It is tough, actually. But I think that's for the best. So we're just going to play a tap Stomping Grounds, then probably a Den of the Bugbear. Alright, so this deck is a little bit scary for us, but what's nice is that they don't interrupt us at all, so keeping the hand that is big on comboing is super nice. Definitely big for the program here. Alright, Raven Inspector. 1-2, go ahead and do some investigations. Just don't investigate me. And then I'm going to play Den of the Bugbear and pass the turn. End of the turn here, I'm just going to carefully cultivate and then transmogrify. So we're hoping that they tap out here and can't Fateful Absence anything. General Kudro, alright. That's pretty good. And that's pretty annoying, but we at least get to put a shield counter on our big dude, so it's going to be harder for them to kill it. So we're just going to make a 1/1. We are going to play a Rootbound Crag, and we're going to transmogrify our Monk. Alright. Perfect. We're going to grab this. We're going to put a shield counter and make a 4/4. Put a shield counter on my 7/7 and pass the turn to you. Alright, what you got for us, opponent? Yep, that is fine by me. And then what I can do is I can actually play a Rootbound Crag, play a Courier's Briefcase. What? They're attacking into me? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to block here and block here. I'm a little confused. Because now they don't get to sacrifice dudes and kill my... Unless they have another General Kudro. That's certainly possible. Alright, I'm going to just play 2 Courier's Briefcases. Unfortunately, there's no real way that we can... Unless we get all 4 Courier's Briefcases, there's no real way we get to draw cards with this. We're going to take 1 more turn off, so we can play a Lukka next turn, and then we can start... Alright, Coco's pretty good here. They definitely have a great hand. Oh, they whipped? Oh man, that's heartbreaking. I mean, I think we were going to win no matter what, but the whiff there is pretty heartbreaking. I'm going to grab some fries. Yum, that sounds delicious, actually. In any case, grab some fries. I'm going to grab... probably 2 Anger of the Gods. And then I'm going to take out 1 Chandra, Torch of Defiance. I'm going to take out 2 Fire Prophecies, and maybe a 3rd Fire Prophecy. Let's actually get rid of all our Fire Prophecy. No, I don't think I want to do that. This is tough. I think I'm just going to drop 1 Courier's Briefcase and a Voltage Surge. I'm going to bring in a Braid, just in case they're running Grafdigger's Cage type cards, which I doubt they are, but you never know. Alright, here we are in game number 2. I'm going to mulligan this hand. We really just want to find hands that can combo. This hand is fine. I'm going to drop an Essica's Chariot. And from here, we're actually just looking for lands and maybe a Transmogrify, just to combo a little bit earlier. But mostly we're just looking for lands. So I'm just going to go Lair the Hydra, pass. Actually, that was not a bad draw, because maybe we can go ahead and discard some cards on our turn 2. Yep, hit me for 1. Oh, Botanical Sanctum. That makes me think maybe some sort of counter spells are coming into play here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not used to seeing tons of Botanical Sanctums in this deck, so let's see what they're up to. Go ahead and pass. Maybe they just crack the clue here, which would be fine by me. I'm fine with them taking their turn off to just crack a clue. Just gives me a lot more time to set up my board state to a position that I think is a good one. So they're going to draw a card there, pass the turn to them. They're going to go up to 3 mana with another Botanical Sanctum. Elite Spellbinder, eh? I'm going to just make a 1/1 in response, and then they're going to take probably Lukka, is my guess. Though maybe they take Fable of the Mirror Breaker. If they're smart, they're going to take Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but they could just take Lukka, and that'd be fine. I could see why they would want to do that, so that I don't get to combo off. But when they see that I have no lands in hand, it definitely pushes me towards wanting to take Fable. In any case, let's see what they decide to take with Polo Vito Damarosa. Yeah, alright, they figured it out. Go ahead and pass to my turn after I take 1. And hopefully draw land. Perfect. We're going to play a land. From here, I'm going to play an Essica's Chariot. Yeah, actually, I think I'm not going to. I'm going to see what they do. No, maybe I just want to play an Essica's Chariot. I'm going to play Essica's Chariot, and there's a few reasons for that. The first off is we get to... This is more efficient with our mana. That's a huge part. But then next turn, if we don't draw land, we could make an Essica's Chariot. Oh, they had another one? Okay, well, that's annoying. But we could have made an Essica's Chariot token and made another Human Monk, so we would have 5 mana even if we didn't hit our land drop. In any case, though, it doesn't matter because they drew double Elite Spellbinder, which was not very kind of them. Yeah, we drew the land, too. That's sad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We go up to 5, 6 mana here. So we can actually just start hard casting our Titans of Industry in a second here. So let's just go ahead and crew the Chariot. We're going to attack them for 4 and see what they decide to do. I'm going to make a copy of my 1/1 friend here. Alright. And I think what I could do here technically is make one of my dudes into like a double mana dork, but also a good card to block. I think I'm going to do that actually. This makes me wish I had made a cat here, but that's fine. I'm just going to turn this into a double mana dork that blocks their Elite Spellbinders super, super well. And is really annoying. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then next turn, no matter what we draw, as long as they don't kill our dudes. Alright. That's pretty good. Another 3-man Inspector is fine. This pushes them from not attack me now, which is really nice. And I actually... Oh. Maybe they didn't realize that I have reach on my guy? Or maybe they have something that does 1 mana for nothing? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. In any case, alright, let's do some transmogging. I'm definitely going to keep this hand and hope that we're not playing against a heavy disruption deck. I'm going to play this tapped and pass the turn. And at this point, I just want to draw land. That would be awesome. So I'm going to play this on the... probably the red side and pass the turn and see what they've got going on. So they could easily Thoughtseize my Transmog. That would leave me with 2 Lukkas, but I'm still not very close to casting those. Alright, well, end of turn, I'm just gonna make a 1/1, see if they kill it. Draw a card for turn. I'm actually not going to be going for Transmog here. I'm too afraid of a kill spell. And that would just completely hose me. So I'm just going to attack for 1. If they tap, they have to tap out at some point with this deck. And at that point, then I can Transmog and start getting them. The Celestis. See, that is... Well, no, because it keeps up their kill spell still. But now I can at least cast a Lukka. And then I'm going to minus on the Citizen. And if this casts a Fatal Push, that's fine. Because, yep, that's fine. Because now I still get another use of this. And we are going to start running out of creatures here. 3... 4, 5, 6. If we draw a land... Alright, Invoke Despair. Dang. Okay. That puts me at 6 mana. I'm just gonna play another Lukka and pass the turn. Go to you. I mean, we still have options, because we can play a Titan of Industry next turn if we draw a land. Hopefully they don't have another Invoke Despair. That would be pretty heartbreaking. But let's see what they do. Because if they don't, then we could draw a creature, any token generator, and make a Lukka, and make a Titan of Industry. Or we could draw a land and make a Titan of Industry. We actually have a lot of live draws. Alright, so they're going to kill my Lukka, so now we don't have as many live draws, but that's definitely a live draw. So we're going to play a Titan of Industry, for sure. I am going to make a 4/4 and put a shield counter on my Titan of Industry. Because I would like to play around point removal, spot removal, and Invoke Despair will at least kill my 4/4 in this case, and that's fine. Though there's a chance I actually Transmogrify my dude. I'm not sure. Alright, I'm definitely not going to Transmog my dude here. Alright. I am going to attack for 7. And see what they decide to do. They're probably going to block. Yep, that's fine. Hit them for 5. You get to draw a card. I'm going to play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And pass the turn to you. This gives me an option to Transmog next turn. They have used up 3 kill spells at instant speed. Though I can't imagine that they're running out of those quite yet. Yeah, Languish is good. What else do they have, though? If they don't finish the Titan of Industry off, that's pretty good for me. Sorin the Mirthless is fine, actually. Yeah, you can put a card into your hand. Hopefully it costs you... Alright, Cling to Dust, eh? Den of the Bugbear? Man... I don't really want to get rid of a Den of the Bugbear here. But I think I have to. Ooh, that was definitely worth it at the end. So here I'm just going to attack them for... Kill their Sorin. Play a Chandra whilst they're tapped out. An Invoke Despair would be pretty good right now. I'll say that much. But I'm just going to +1 the Chandra. Hit him for 2. Ooh, nice. Hitting a land there is nice because that's 1 less land I have to draw. Play a land. They have 3 cards in hand, including a Cling to Dust. Oh, they had the Invoke Despair. So gross. That's so gross. And a Graveyard Trespasser. They've kind of had exactly what they needed at every turn. But that's okay. We're still figuring stuff out. Eat my Titan of Industry. Alright, Careful Cultivation is going to be good. Because I'm going to then Transmog my dude. And go ahead and get a 4/4 and put a shield counter on the Titan. And then pass the turn to you. They draw another Invoke Despair, that's sad, but even then it doesn't hit me that bad. The last one at least didn't draw a card, I guess, because it hit all 3 modes. That was a 3-for-1. That's pretty gross. I guess this card's always a 3-for-1. That's pretty nasty. Cling to Dust, yeah, that's fine. Draw a card. See what you get now. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna Slay. See what they do. Like, they can jump there and take 8. And that's fine by me. Alright, take 8, down to 9. I lose my shield counter. Pass the turn to you. What does Celestis do again? Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain a life and may draw a card and discard. Okay. They must like the card in their hand if they didn't loot it away. They March of Wretched Sorrow. Okay, well, they gain 9 life. That's gross. Alright, pass the turn to you. You gain a life, and you don't get to loot. Draw a card off the top. See what you get, a land. That's fine by me. And then the question is, what do I do with my Careful Cultivation? I think I'm just going to cycle it at the end of the turn in case I draw a Lukka or a Transmog. I still have 1 Lukka and 3 Transmogs in the deck. Yeah, Transmog's fine. See what you draw with it, though. Hopefully not another Invoke Despair. Alright, Fatal Push is good. Okay, well, this is not going amazing. They're definitely drawing what they need to. I'm gonna cycle this. See what we do. I would love to draw something halfway decent. That is not. That is all the way bad. I'm gonna attack you for 1, though. I'm gonna kill you, dude, with this little 1/1. Pass the turn to you. I have a lot of dead draws in my hand right now. Maybe I should not play lands here in case I need to kill a Graveyard Trespasser. That's actually a possibility. Cling to Dust my Lukka. I mean, they're out of Cling to Dusts for a little bit, at least. Hopefully they draw... Hopefully they need to discard a card. Alright, Thoughtseize. They got 2 cards in hand now. See what they do. Alright, attack you for 1. At least now I can cast any Titan of Industries I get. I think there's 2 left in the deck. 1 Titan of Industry there. 2 Titan... 1, yeah, so 2 left. Haha! Tricked ya. That's pretty nice. Alright, you get to start looting. This is not great. Go ahead and loot, see what you hit, and that fuels their... Okay. Alright, I've got like 2 turns to draw something good, or things are about to start getting not good. So please, Fire Prophecy, I guess kind of counts a little bit. It lets me dig towards something. Even a Lair of the Hydra wouldn't be too bad. So hit them for 3. And then I'm going to definitely put this land on the bottom and hopefully draw something decent. Burn down the house, eh? Does that even do anything here? I just don't see us needing the one side of it, so maybe... Yeah, I guess we're just gonna make 3 1/1s. Don't expect to use it on this mode very often, but looks like we're going to here. I'm gonna attack them for 4, I guess. Pass the turn to them. See what they do on their turn. We're still weak to like a lane. We're still weak to just about anything our opponent can do, but that's life sometimes. They have enough mana to... They have 9, so they can make 3, 7, 10, 17 mana or something like that. That's pretty gross. 17 mana with Cabal Stronghold right here. Which, with March of Wretched Sorrow, this deck's pretty cool, actually. Ooh, Mastermind's Acquisition. I don't like that. That's not good for me. See what they do. Alright. Well, that looks like it's going to be more than game. They could always... Because this has to die to deal the damage. Alright, let's go to game 2. And see what we can do. So... Against a control deck, Fire Prophecies come out. Chandra comes in, Chandra comes in. Shaper Sanctuary definitely comes in. Unlicensed Hearse, Tameo Safekeeping. I'm gonna take out Voltage Surges. I think I want to take out... What else do I want to take out? Maybe 1 Courier's Briefcase for 1 Anger of the Gods. Alright, here we are in game number 2. This hand is actually fine. What's nice is that I believe Invoke Despair does not hit artifacts. They mulliganed. Our hand's slow, I'll say that much. But with an Unlicensed Hearse, I think it can go the distance. It's gonna make Cling to Dusts bad. I don't think they're running Croxas, so that's fine. Thoughtseize is annoying, but what are they gonna take? Please take the burn down the house. That's scary for you, dude. Don't take down Unlicensed Source. That doesn't matter. Unlicensed Source is not important. You can deal with that. Dang it. Alright, pass the turn. See what they've got going on here. Hopefully not another Thoughtseize. Oof. Another Thoughtseize is annoying, but what are they going to take? Transmog? They probably want to take Chandra, unless they have... Alright, play a Courier's Briefcase, pass the turn. They probably have an Invoke Despair here, or they wouldn't, or they would be getting rid of Chandra. Which I don't love that. Graveyard Trespasser is fine. Okay, exile my Hearse. How ironic. From here, I'm just going to play Chandra. I'm gonna pay for it like that. And I think I'm just gonna kill your Graveyard Trespasser and discard a Burn Down the House. And then attack you for 1. I don't think they're running any haste creatures, and if they are, it's probably Rankle. And I can't block a Rankle anyway. Alright, Murderous Rider's fine. Hopefully that means that they're not running... Ooh, not great. We're just gonna play a Courier's Briefcase and attack here. I would have loved to be able to hit a land drop last turn and hit a Tamiyo Safekeeping on our Chandra. That would have been so gross. But that's fine. Let's see what they decide to do here. I want them to Murderous Rider one of my, like, Swift End one of my dudes. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna play an Essica's Chariot now. Chariot my wayward Essica. God, I'm so good at singing. It's pretty crazy. Pass the turn to you. See what you got. I will most likely not block the Murderous Rider, except with an Essica's Chariot. No, I'm not going to. I just don't... Without Tamiyo Safekeeping up, I'm just afraid of losing it. So I will not block. See what they do. We take 2. That's fine. Oh, Languish, Grody. Alright, alright. We lost out on 2 life there. I'm just gonna play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Missing our land drops here has been a little bit difficult on my heart and soul, but that is a-okay. They're at 14. They have 3 cards in hand, but a Castle Lochthwain to keep their hand nice and full. Castle Lochthwain's so good, dude. Such a good card. But that's okay. We still have time. Because this turn we could get a Fable of the Mirror Breaker attack in. The question is, what do we discard with Fable? I actually don't think there's anything, like... I could consider discarding Essica's Chariot, but I'd like to be able to play one to get the tokens to buff our own Essica's Chariot. Though, we'll have to see what they do here. It's pretty hard. Tamiyo Safekeeping, I think, is going to be so good. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Another 4-drop when we have a bunch, 3 mana and nothing else going on. Unfortunate. Solemn Simulacrum's fine. I really just needed a land here. In hope that they don't just have a bunch of Invoke Despairs in hand. So let's go to my turn, hit a land. Ah! I guess it's a land. I should have said an untap land. My goodness. Pass to you. I'm sure they know what I've got going on here. Yep, that's fine. Play this as a chunky little 4/4. A chonky boy. Yep, you can exile both of those. So the question is now, what do I do? So we take 2. Let's see what we draw. Ooh, a land there is really nice. Because I'm just going to go... Chandra... I guess this doesn't do anything to protect Chandra, now that I think about it. So I think what I'm going to do is just... play Essica's Chariot. leaving up 1 green mana for Tamiyo safekeeping. I'm definitely going to keep the one that can attack this turn. And then I'm going to offer the trade. See if they want to take it. I would love if they tried to kill spell it here. Before I cast Tamiyo safekeeping, of course. Let's see, make a 2/2. Let's see how they block. I also wouldn't mind if they just took it. Alright, well, Tamiyo safekeeping, I'm hoping that you can do some stuff here. If they have Swift End, they have a lot of stuff they could have that just kind of wrecks me, but here, that is a way to kill one of those guys without losing a card from hand. Alright, alright. Alright, they're at 6 mana, 7 mana. Invoke Despair is pretty good. Sack this. I guess they just draw 2. It's not that big of a deal. I'm definitely not blocking the Solemn, that's for sure. Though it's probably dead. Yeah, Fatal Push will kill it. Alright, let's see what we draw. Anger of the Gods, eh? That's kind of tough. I think I'm just gonna play Chandra and kill the Solemn. They have another... No, they could have Swift End. They played 2 Invoke Despairs, and they have one of these dudes at the bottom. So from here, I think I just want to... animate a Den of the Bugbear, attack and make a token, maybe? No, I'm just gonna play Chandra. I just don't see us winning this game unless we make some more powerful plays. So I'm just gonna minus it, try to kill your Solemn. If they have a way to kill my Planeswalker, they have a way to kill my Planeswalker. I wasn't really beating that too easily anyway at the end of the day, so I'm gonna attack for 2. Maybe put some pressure on them. We might be able to go the distance with Den of the Bugbears and stuff. Because next turn I could attack for 6, bring them to 6. And that might be enough? They make 8 mana. Do they have like an Ugin or something? That'd be pretty nasty. Though I wonder if they're even running Ugins in their main deck. They're probably mostly in the sideboard. Alright, what you gonna do? Hopefully they actually... Oh, that's not what we wanted to see. Them gaining 7 life is annoying. Alright, well, we're just gonna animate a Den of the Bugbear. And then the question is, do we attack with Esika's Chariot? I think we do. To just improve our board state, which is really sad. Because then next turn we get attack with Esika's Chariot plus a Den of the Bugbear. Ugh, that's pretty gross. They have 9 mana now. Extinction Event is pretty good. Kill all my dudes. Do they have another creature? Thoughtseize my Titan. Or maybe Anger. Thoughtseize my Anger. Oh, they haven't taken my Anger quite yet. I'm definitely going to play the land. I'm definitely going to attack them. And hope that they don't have a kill spell, because that would be heartbreaking. Though I'm assuming they didn't, because they would have done it before I attack. Oh, so they're not drawing with Castle Locked-Twin. They are worried about their life total. Solemn Simulacrum, yep. Go ahead and ramp a land out. And then from here, though, I'm going to play this tapped. And then I'm just going to animate Den of the Bugbear. And I'm going to use it to crew an Esika's Chariot. And then I'm going to make a copy of the 1/1, get in there for 4, and see what they do. They've got 1 card in hand. I know they get to draw a card here, but I don't think I can stop that. And I'd rather them chump an Esika's Chariot than trade with a Den of the Bugbear any day of the week. I know this is drawing them a card, but if they want to draw another card, they have to take 3 damage to do it and go to 6. And that's a sign of desperation. So we're basically trying to grind them out here at the 11th hour, praying that they don't have a ton of good stuff. Oh, March of Wretched Sorrow. He was going to be pretty gross. That's what I'm feeling they've got going on here. But you would definitely do it on probably Den of the Bugbear more than anything. Oh, that was such a good draw for them. So grody. They got rid of Thought Distortion, okay. Now they get to start drawing cards and losing life. And that's gonna make things get further and further out of reach, I think. Okay. They're gonna get rid of all my Titans of Industry, I guess. Alright, fair enough. I don't know how many are left in the deck. There's definitely a few. Titan of Industry, there's 3 left. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's gross. That makes my future draws pretty bad. Right as I draw a Lukka as well. Lukka actually doesn't do anything here, so I'm just going to... Because I could plus... No, I just have to go for damage here. Alright, attack them for, what, 6 past the turn. I mean, they have to draw something soon. But they have ways to draw it. Liliana. That's fine. Each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. I'm just gonna discard an Anger of the Gods. And see what they do. Okay. I'm gonna attack them for 7. And see what they've got. Alright, it's happening. Kind of. It's kind of happening. They get to draw with Castle Lochthwain. But that makes this lethal? So they have to draw something here or they die. I'm definitely attacking you. Hey, we got there. Holy crap. Let's go to game 3. That was an insane one. I can't believe we pulled that out. That's so sick. All right, so what do we want to put in now? Now I'm like sitting forward. I really want to win this one. Probably... I don't know. I don't think anything comes in here at all. So I think I'm just going to ship it. All right, here we are in game number 3. I'm going to keep this hand. I don't love the idea of getting Thoughtseize, but I definitely don't want to go to 6 against Thoughtseizes, so... Ooh, that's a nice one if they don't take it out of my hand first. Though I'm a little bit worried that that's what they're going to do. But we're going to see. Alright, pass the turn. We both have semi-slow hands, which I don't know who that favors the most. The fact that they haven't had any Thoughtseize is pretty good for me. Alright, end of turn, I'm just going to cast a Careful Cultivation. Wish I was casting a Careful Consideration, but... Ooh, that was a nice draw. I'm going to play a Shaper Sanctuary. That's going to be super annoying for all their point-and-click removal spells. I'm definitely going to just tap this for green in response. That's fine. And then I'm going to play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I think this could easily draw me like 6 or 7 cards this turn. And I'm going to try to have an enchantment out for as long as possible. Yeah, I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to try to have an enchantment for as long as possible against them, because if they want to invoke Despair, I'd like to be able to keep my dude alive. Yeah, okay, so they are running Rankles. Did not expect that. So what are they going to make me do here, though? If they make me discard a card, I actually think I'm going to discard a Titan of Industry. Yeah, I think so. No, probably just a land. Yeah, I think I'm just going to discard a land here. It's tough, but I think that's for the best. Alright, at this point, I'm just going to keep both the... I'm going to keep my whole hand, I think. Because Castle Garenbrig's a great land to have. So then I'm going to play another Fable. I'm going to pass the turn. Now next turn, if they don't kill my creature, I could go land Chandra Awakened Inferno. And that's pretty good. I mean, they're probably going to make me sack a creature, but if they do, they sack their own. And that's a fine enough trade for me. Oh, they're looking. They're going searching for something. Ooh, they had the Invoke Despair. I'm definitely going to get rid of... Ooh, which one do I get rid of? Probably... This is tough. I think I'm just going to get rid of the... one that has more modes left. Just in case I want to use it here. 3, 4, 5. We go up to 5 mana, 6 for creatures. I think I'm just fine with all the cards in my hand. I'm gonna play this and pass the turn and see what they do, because then we could play Careful Cultivation. And then, is this an enchantment on the other side? Yeah, so we could always sack that to the Invoke Despair over the Shaper Sanctuary. I'm a little bit worried about my life total now, though. I'll say that much. We're starting to get a little low. Invoke Despair, eh? 3, 6, yeah, that's fine. Sacrifice that. Pass the turn to you after... Well, you're gonna attack for sure. What are they gonna do, though? I'm definitely going to take it here. But what modes do they choose? Discard a card. I think I want to discard a... Tamiyo's Safekeeping. I don't love it, but I think that's the best option I have here. I'm just going to go ahead and channel this and hope they can't kill it. Because they could just kill me with Rankle relatively easily, and I don't love that. Please don't kill it. Please no Killerino. Alright. I think I just go for the safer play and do this. I think I'm going to gain 5 life. And... ooh, that's a good question, actually. Maybe I have to go with... make a 4/4 and put a shield counter. As much as I would love to gain life. Man, this is tough, because if I gain life, that puts me a little bit more out of reach of Rankle. But I'm worried about Kill Spell plus a sack a creature. I think I have to go like this, actually. I just think this is the best option. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, gain 5 life, and then put a shield counter on my Titan. This just gives me a little bit more room to work with. I would just be a little bit afraid if I didn't gain life there. A little afraid of what they could do. So what are they going to do now, though? Because we have a Titan of Industry that can block. Alright. Here, I think I'm just going to play a Chandra Awakened Inferno. And start plussing it. Or deals 3 damage to each non-elemental. No, I'm just going to start plussing it. Because if they have an Invoke Despair, I'd rather get as many pluses out of it as I can so that they're on a bit of a clock. Looks like they have a Swift End. Definitely feels like a Swift End here. Definitely not attacking. Alright, they didn't have a Swift End at the end of the turn. They're going to take 1 off Chandra. If I could get 1 more plus off Chandra, I think it's going to be very hard for them to win. Though it's not going to be easy to get another plus off Chandra. They have Invoke Despairs and all that good stuff. If they attack, I'm certainly blocking. They're targeting Shaper Sanctuary. That's fine. I'm going to block here. I'm fine with this trade, especially even if they point and click removal my... Ooh. They're gonna have to kill it off at least. Though obviously I don't love it. Alright, alright. That was not a great draw. I'm just gonna start making my hearse nice and big. And then pass the turn to them. They are still on a small clock now with Chandra. So if we have another game like last game where we just pass and do nothing for a bunch of turns, that's fine with me. I'm going to start by exiling Ugin and an Invoke Despair. I don't really know what they're playing, but I'd rather just make sure that they can't do anything too crazy. Here, I think I just animate the Den of the Bugbear and start attacking. Because then I'll have a 1/1 token to transmog with later. So let's just go ahead and attack. I don't know if I'm going to get to attack. It's very possible that they kill it here. And that's fine. Ooh, March of Red Sorrow would be sad. But that's life. So we're going to just probably get marched here. Yeah. Go ahead and gain 9 life. They exiled Ritual of Soot. Okay, well, they're top decking basically, just like I am. So pass the turn. They take 1, and they can always cast a Lockthwain, which is annoying, because they're drawing 2 cards a turn, and they have lots of life to work with. That's why I was really hoping to get another Chandra Plus in. That would have been so nice. Ooh, Rankle is also not great. Hopefully they let me draw a card. If they discard a card, I think I'm discarding a Titan of Industry. I just don't see myself ever casting that. Alright, end of my turn. I'm going to exile your March and your Invoke. I mean, this can eventually get big enough to be a threat. Yeah, I'm just gonna Chandra and kill the Rankle. -3. Hit your Rankle, pass the turn. I would love if they drew a, Alright, that's fine. I mean, drawing 2 cards a turn is not good for me. Obviously, but at least they're slowly killing themselves to do it. March of Wretched Sorrow would be a sad draw for me. Swamp is fine. Go to my turn. I'm just going to exile probably Fatal. No, probably just the 2 Rankles just in case. You never know. Alright, hopefully hit a land here. Ooh, a land that's also a creature. Let's just +1 here and see what we get. So... interesting. I have to... I can play it right now? And what does that do for me? Not much. So I guess I'm just going to... Oh, actually, I can just cast it on the hearse. And make it an even bigger hearse. And then... pass the turn. See what they do now. So they're going to draw a card. They're going to lose 2 life now. And then they're going to lose another life. See what they've got. Play another land. Necromentia. Yeah, that's fine. They can choose Titan of Industry. I'm not worried about Titan of Industries anyway. And then that gives me Transmogrifies to discard. So that's fine by me. They get to see what's in my hand, but that doesn't really matter either. Yep, take those out. Yep, that's fine. Go to my turn. End of your turn, I'm going to exile Fatal Push, Fatal Push. I'm really looking for a Tamiyo safekeeping before I start attacking, though. Let's start by plussing here. An Essica's Chariot. Definitely casting Essica's Chariot. And then I'm going to pass the turn and see what they do. Now I protect my hearse a little bit more. Ooh, this game has been a grinder. This would be a sick win, though. Castle Lockthwain. Go ahead and take 2. I mean, Invoke Despair would be annoying, but I can survive that because Meathook Massacre for X equals 4. Why X equals 4? I guess just so that I can't animate it in response or something? Alright, that's fine. Not much I could have done to stop that anyway. So I'm gonna lose my 2 dudes. You gain some life. Go to my turn. I'm gonna start by plussing Chandra. Hit a land. I'm gonna deal you 2 damage. And then I'm just going to play a Courier's Briefcase. Oh, did I forget to exile at the end of the turn? Ooh, that was a mistake. Pass the turn to you. I need to make sure I'm exiling every turn with the hearse. Okay, you can draw with Castle Lockthwain. Invoke Despair. Target opponent sacrifice a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life. Repeat this process for enchantment and a planeswalker. Alright, well, you get to take that, you get to take that. And then... that's fine. And then they're going to hit some... draw with Lockthwain. See what they hit. Okay. Did they hit anything good? Solemn Simulacrum is good, but it's not that good. It's fine. I'd love to draw a land here. Okay. I'm going to exile 2 cards. I'm going to exile Invoke Despair and Languish. And then, do I want to play Careful Cultivation? No, I just want to draw a land. Okay, that's not a land. But I'm definitely going to cast Anger of the Gods. And then pass the turn. Woo-wee! They're going to go down to 14. I mean, if they draw March of Wretched Sorrow, that's pretty bad for me. If they draw... I don't know. I think unless they get something good soon, we're in a pretty good spot. I'm going to channel Careful Cultivation now. Okay, see what we see. Get a 1/1. Do they have a kill spell or something? Do I still have a Tamiyo's? I think I have one more Tamiyo safekeeping in the deck. So, are they about to March of Wretched Sorrow for 19 on my 1/1? Did they actually draw it? Wow, they did. March of Wretched Sorrow for 18. That was a pretty good draw for them, that's for sure. Lukka doesn't do anything. So from here... Oh, did I not exile again? I'm trolling. Ugh, okay. In this case, I think I just start... I'm gonna play this. And then... I'm going to pass the turn. I screwed up pretty bad there. Alright, draw with your Lochthwain. How many more marches do they have? They have 1 in their graveyard. They have... Thoughtseize, that doesn't do anything here. Haha! That only hurts you, buddy. I'll definitely take that. Okay, now I definitely am going to exile. Jeez. Get that and that. And then from here, I'm just going to channel a Sekenzin. And crew this guy. And then attack for 13. Pass the turn to them. They go down to 14. And they have very little options left now. I mean, they still have some cards that would be really unfortunate for them to draw, but Ugin doesn't actually do it. Wow, my heart is beating right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm freaking out. Meathook Massacre is really good for them. Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay. Draw a card, lose a life. Invoke Despair. And I die. Oh my gosh. So sad. Alright. We are back with the insane after... Alright, we are back with the Gruul Transmog deck after that insane match against the Mono Black Control deck. That was pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna keep this hand. Play this tapped, pass the turn. Hallowed Fountain, despite not having any Yorion, just always confuses me a little bit. I'm gonna play this and pass the turn. No, I'm gonna play a Courier's Briefcase. And then I'm gonna pass the turn and see what they do. So they foretold either like a Doomscar or a counter spell. From here, I'm just going to untap, play this on the green side, and I'm actually just going to attack for 1 here. And the reason why is I'm totally fine with kind of making their mana be a little bit useless, and then I can just cast Careful Cultivation at the end of the turn. And that'll be nice, because they can't counter this and see what we get up to. So, go to my turn. I'm definitely going to play the Beside You here. And then I'm just gonna play... I'm gonna attack for 2. And see if they end up like, cycling a Shark Typhoon? Okay, they did not. So now I'm just going to play Esca's Chariot. This is for sure going to get countered. Or they're going to let it resolve and then Doomscar me. Though I think you want to counter this rather than let it resolve. Yep, that's fine. That is exactly what I was expecting. We still have 2 1/1s on the battlefield that they'll eventually have to deal with. So that's good. Alright, cycle your farmland. Pass the turn to you. And then let's see what they are up to. They've only got 1 white mana. So that's good. Okay, they have 2 white mana. Alright, Teferi's pretty nice. They plus it here. I'm also fine with that. Because we have a way to deal with it. So, go ahead and untap. We're going to go to my turn. Ooh. I would love to cast that here, but I just don't think that is the play right now. So I'm actually going to send both of them at Teferi. No, I'm just going to send... Yeah, I should send both of them, just in case they've got some sort of shenanigans. I really want to make sure I can kill Teferi this turn. I do not want them to keep a Teferi up and continually be able to plus it, because that's just such a quick way to lose, as all of us know. Also, thanks so much for watching. I know that match against Mono Black was a real grinder, but it was a sweet one. And even though we lost, I think had things gone just slightly differently, we would have had it. So that's okay. Attack for 2 here. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to Voltage Surge the Teferi, and I'm going to sacrifice my Courier's Briefcase. But this way it kills their Teferi. It actually overkills it, but that's fine. So Teferi's down. Now I'm going to play another Courier Briefcase. And this is all fine and dandy, because if they want a Doomscar, I get to resolve an Esca's Chariot, and that's pretty nice. So let's see what they decide to do here. They've got 5 mana. They could go to 6. Okay, they're at 6 mana, 5 cards in hand. Yep, Shatter the Sky is fine. Because I'm just going to start trying to resolve Esca's Chariots. And I think that's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to pass the turn. And see what they do. This is annoying because this doesn't actually die to a sweeper. They have to, like, deal with this individually. Plus the creatures. It's an annoying one for sure. I'm going to try to keep my Courier's Briefcases now, because I'd like to be able to get this Titan of Industry out sooner rather than later. So I'm just going to hold those for sure. But yeah, I'm super excited, guys. This month's been awesome. The show is blowing up, and there's some exciting announcements with me and CGB to come. More info on that at some point. Alright, from here, I'm just going to crew Esca's Chariot. Yeah, I'm excited for what we've got going on with CGB and I. There's some fun stuff that we're looking to start doing. We're looking to bring more Shay, Ben, and Blake to you, for those of you who watch the Commander show. Alright, take 4. And then I guess I am going to just Transmog here. And this is just a way to get some of their counter spells out of their hand so I can eventually resolve a Titan of Industry. And I'm definitely, if this resolves, going to put a shield counter on my 7/7. Because I really don't want to lose that. Obviously, if they have a Farewell, which that card's absolutely cracked, that's unfortunate, but I don't know if we can really play around that here. So I am just going to play this, put a shield counter on Titan of Industry, though it looks like it's gonna die. Looks like they might kill it. Oh, okay. That's fine. You definitely wanted to do that after I put a shield counter on something. In this case, I'm going to put it on my Rhino, and then pass the turn. That's annoying, but they have to still deal with that at some point. And I will eventually draw the lands I need to start attacking with it. And now my Esca's Chariot's going to make 4/4s instead of 2/2s, and that's pretty grody. March of Otherworldly Light. I do not think you want to get rid of that. I don't think that's a good sign for me that they did. Alright, well, they've had enough. Okay, let's go to game number 2. I'm going to bring in Chandra Awakened Inferno. I'm going to bring in 3 Fries. I'm going to bring in Shaper Sanctuary and 2 Tamiyo Safekeepings. I'm going to take out 4 Fire Prophecies. I'm going to take out 1 Voltage Surge. I'm going to take out probably 1 Lukka and a Courier's Briefcase. Alright, here we are in game 2. I'm going to keep this hand. I don't love it, because even though we have a turn 3 combo, ooh, that actually is really nice. even though we have a turn 3 combo, I don't imagine it's going to resolve. So not having, like, our anti-control cards is a little annoying. Alright, Shaper Sanctuary's gone, which is annoying, but that's fine. I'm going to just play a Rootbound Crag and pass the turn, and hope that they spend their mana here. Alright, well, I'm surprised at this result, but here we are. I'm going to Careful Cultivation. I'm going to play a Rootbound Crag and Transmogrify my 1/1. Alright. Make a 7/7. Make a 4/4 and put a shield counter on my 7/7. Pass the turn. I don't see how they're going to get out of this too easily now. The question is, what do we do here? I think I'm just going to go land, pass the turn. And the reason why is I'd like to have Esika's Chariot around just in case. Yeah, you can take my 4/4. It's annoying, but it's fine. Alright, from here, I'm just going to attack for 7. I just don't want to run into a sweeper and not have anything to do. So I'm just going to pass the turn here. If they have something they want to do, yeah, you can take my Rootbound Crag. Bye, Crag. Craig. Gonna grab a Mountain. And then pass the turn. And then see what they do. Now, they're not close to getting Surge Kant off, which is nice. They definitely don't want mismatching Fields of Ruin. Wandering Emperor. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a little bit of what I was afraid of. But at the very least, we can kill it. Because we can cycle a Careful Cultivation. And then cycle another one. And then attack it to death. And that's annoying. Ooh, that's actually a good land to draw. Here, I'm just going to attack the Wandering Emperor. I'm going to attack you. From here, I think I am going to play the Esika's Chariot. Because I'm afraid about untapping it, them untapping with a Teferi and it being difficult for me to kill. Alright, so they get to Azcanta again. If they have Shatter the Sky, that's annoying. But we can start attacking with Lair of the Hydra at least. Ooh, they did not want another Wandering Emperor. Also, this Emperor is sweet looking. Alright, so nothing there. Okay, in this case, I am going to animate the Esika's Chariot. And the reason I'm fine with doing that here is because I get the attack trigger off before they can Wandering Emperor it. Alright. And then I am going to play the Fable of the Mirror Breaker here. The question is, do I play my land? I don't think so. Okay. In that case, I definitely play my land. Just making my Lair of the Hydra a little spoopier. Go to your turn. Hopefully no Shatter the Sky. Please no Board Wipe Arenas. Obviously, there's a good chance they have one. Ooh, Dream Trawler's not good for me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to make a big... So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to make it for 7. And then attack. Nope. Cancel. I think I do it for 6. I really do not want to accidentally tap down my Lair of the Hydra. So yeah, let's go ahead and animate Lair of the Hydra. And then I'm going to animate Esika's Chariot. And then I'm going to attack with everything. And that's going to be kind of annoying for them, because they could block here, gain 3, go to 12, and then take 6, 7, 8, and go to 4. Alright, they're going to chump and go to 2. Pass the turn to you. They have a board wipe, that's annoying, but it's actually not unbeatable, because they lose their Dream Trawler too. Actually, if they have a board wipe, they just lose. So what could they have here? I guess they're just really looking for some way to get out of this. Because I got lots of stuff. I could always just do the thing with my Lair of the Hydra. So, see what they've got. And I think I like our position. I mean, I guess the worst thing is a Wandering Emperor. 1, because then we could attack, they would go to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, 6 damage. No, because then we just kill him with Lair of the Hydra. Yeah, that's fine. At least I get a Shaper Sanctuary. Ooh. Because I could attack them for 5 here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a Titan of Industry. And I'm gonna make a 4/4 and put a shield counter on my 7/7. And pass the turn to you. If you have another farewell, that's fine. You have to spend another turn doing a farewell. And I don't mind that at all. I would not like a farewell untap play a Dream Trawler. Okay, Dream Trawler's not good. But I actually don't think it beats me. Oh, it definitely doesn't beat me here now. Because I'm just going to play Burn Down the House. And that does not care about Hexproof. So let's just kill your Dream Trawler. I don't think I needed to draw the Burn Down the House there for it to matter. But it's nice that I drew it. All right, we did it. All right, what did we think of the deck? I had a ton of fun with it. It was a lot of fun. It does a lot of cool stuff. I think I would drop down 2 Fire Prophecies. They're just kind of dead in the matchups where they're dead, obviously. And then maybe go up 1 Chandra Torch of Defiance in the main, and then potentially a land or another Burn Down the House. Maybe a Voltage Surge, but definitely go down on 2 Fire Prophecies. In the sideboard, I actually really think we wanted another... I think we get rid of 2 Flame Blessed Bolts. You bring in another Tamiyo Safekeeping and a second Chandra Awakened Inferno. Maybe you take out a Braid and bring in... No, actually, I think 1 Braid's good against the artifacts. So 2 Flame Blessed Bolts come out for a Chandra Awakened Inferno and a Tamiyo Safekeeping, or a Shaper Sanctuary. Maybe a Shaper Sanctuary is a little bit better. That would require a little bit more testing. Overall, this deck was a ton of fun to play. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed playing it. And that black game was super fun against the Mono Black control deck. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, shoot some comments below. I'd love to chat with you guys, and it all helps me with the algorithm, that also sacred algorithm, and I just want people to be enjoying my content. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll Pioneer Explore together next time. Bye now.